What's the most important advice you give someone who wants to start their own business? The question came from a man in his early 20s who is attending my seminar, The Future of Business, at the Oregon Small Business Fair. The fair, held in mid-September each year, is a popular activity designed to help those wanting to start businesses and to assist those folks already in business to improve. I had been presenting at the fair every year since 1994 and met many of my students for the first time through my Future seminar. The most important advice I can give to any of you who plan to start a business is to remember that in the long history of human commerce, there are only two ways to do business, good or cheap. Every market arrays from providers of the most expensive products and services to the least expensive. Michael Porter, in his superb book Competitive Strategy, refers to this as differentiation versus low-cost provider. Simply then, the consequence is to make a choice between good and cheap, Nordstrom or Walmart, Mercedes or Kia. Every major market is framed by the player at the high end and the one at the low end. Mass markets are large enough that other firms may array between the high and low end and gain sufficient market share to succeed. So while Mercedes, Lexus, BMW, Cadillac, and others slug it out at the top, other providers such as Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Ford, and Chevrolet are aligning features and price in the middle tiers of the market. What Porter wrote is that the greater the distinctiveness of the product, the greater the price premium the firm can charge its customers. At the low end, the model is simple. Drive out costs in all non-essential areas to keep prices low and sell huge numbers of products. A very small margin multiplied by great amounts of dollars equals significant profits, as in the case of Walmart, where annual profits are measured in billions of dollars. All this frames the answer to the question. Since by definition, small business does not report huge dollar volumes, there is only one successful market position available to the small business owner, and that is the distinctive or differentiated business model, period. When the small business attempts to combine small dollar volume with low margins, predictable outcomes occur. Namely, the business engages in what I call balancing to you. This means that at the end of the month, when revenues and expenses are tallied, the business owner gets paid last and least with whatever is left. I have seen it countless times. While small business does not have a high failure rate, it does report underemployment with attendant low wages and poor benefits. Rather than fail, the small business owner just wears down through the years from the effects of such a poor work environment. Rather than the spectacular crash and burn of failure and bankruptcy, the more usual scenario is the slow, exhausting disappointment of defeat. It does not have to be that way. I have seen a great number of cases where the small business ownership experience was characterized as an uplifting experience of joy and wealth. What is the difference between disappointment and success? The single greatest key is building the differentiated enterprise. That is, recognizing that low dollar volume times high margins equals the financially successful small business. The strategy to achieve this requires a few simple business elements. 1. Understanding the basic accounting principles of revenue, cost, and profit. If the business owner isn't well informed in these concepts, they must hire a consultant or advisor to assist. A good bookkeeper and accountant is a must for every small business and startup. Low-revenue businesses can get this help from their Small Business Development Center, SCORE, and other low or no-cost sources. Until a business owner understands that all costs direct and indirect, plus profits are to be included in the price, the business will undercharge and underperform. 2. Excellence in the craft or skill of the business. Consumers will pay a premium price for a valuable product or service. There are many ways to achieve excellence: depth of knowledge or expertise, inside experience of how a particular industry segment works, speed of delivery, customer service responsiveness, financing or how a customer pays for the product or service, use of technology to support the customer, uniqueness in design or delivery, and a wow or fun experience are just some ways to create value. 3. Understanding the marketplace. While customers will pay a premium, they will only pay for needed or necessary elements. Once, an 800 or toll-free phone number was a clear differentiating element. Now, so many companies provide that service that we've run out of 800 numbers. What differentiates a firm, product, or service in 2005 may be an everyone does that standard by 2010. Markets change, customers change, and competitors come and go. What gives competitive advantage today may not endure over time. Stay close to your customers and recognize that some elements of a business are timeless and that others are a product of the times. Differentiation is a moving target, and the business that succeeds over time is in constant dialogue with its marketplace. These 3 elements, pricing, excellent craft, and knowledge of the market, comprise the environment within which the differentiated small business emerges. Done well, the firm starts strong and grows nicely. As the enterprise develops over time, it continues to improve, innovate, and communicate its distinctive style. While the process has a starting point, it has no end.